Mitch said the offense seemed to be experiencing a lot of anxiety. Was it their defense, or was it something else going on with you guys internally?
I think we can't overlook their defense. I think they did a great job. I think they had a good scouting report. But ultimately, there are many things we could have controlled, a lot of mistakes that are on us. So I don't know about anxiety, but it's definitely, a point in the season where we've tried some things, some have worked, some haven't, and teams are trying new things, and we have to. It should be a more calm game than it was 20 games ago.
I think that was kind of what Mitch was talking about when he brought up anxiety in terms of maybe forcing a shot or trying to get too many points back on one play. What can you all do as a group to sort of slow down and have that level of patience?
Trust the process. Not skipping steps. And being more calm, having I don't really know how to say it in English, but like taking maybe a step back and looking at the things. Yeah, that's about it. It's as you said, what you said makes me think that like all of us want to do the right thing, of course, but it's just sometimes we want to skip steps.
What goes into handling success? You guys had such a big month. Are there challenges associated with that?
I'm sure there are, but if there are, they would have showed more on the previous game probably. We lost against Utah. But it's also a transition in our season for us because like we just came off a very tough stretch of which we came out pretty successful. It was very demanding games, mentally demanding scouting reports and opponents. And we have to be able to settle down after that and not let everything go to waste. Go to waste, quote unquote, just like we did these last two games, But it's now we get into a point of the season where we have to control more than we have to do the incredible things,
Vic, everyone around the franchise talks about the continued growth and the process, right? As uncomfortable as it may be right now, is this maybe part of the process of getting to a point where you expect to win games or expect not to have lulls after winning streaks? And
of course, it's like we have to handle the dynamics better, Never get too high when we win, never get too low when we lose. I think Coach said that after last game. We're not as good as everybody said we were after this last however many games, I don't know, before. And we're not as bad as we showed these last two games. But we have to be able to handle that, We do everything to win, like we do. Everybody is locked in at practice, at scout, But we can't waste some efforts with mistakes we can control like this.
Seems like pretty much every game since you've been back has been physical. How's your body feeling, and what do you need to do in these physical games to sort of impose your will, or figure out how to get buckets?
My body's feeling good. It's I think it's same as before. I mean, you just gotta be tough and also learn to punish the over physicality of the opponents, which is something I'm learning to do. But no, my body's handling it well. Obviously, I can't lift as much as I do in the off season, but like everything that I did in all the off seasons in my life, it's to prepare for this moment, so it's fine.
That starting group has not actually started that many games together, especially you and De'Aaron. I think it's like 5 this year. What is the process like, learning each other and learning how to play off each other?
The process is, it's been working pretty well so far. Obviously, the last two games didn't go the way we wanted, but it's I think it's De'Aaron, but it's not only him. I think with when Dylan was out and then I was out, we didn't have a lot of chances to play together, everybody. But it's good dynamics, honestly. It's everybody can get their share, of the ball, and everybody's willing to share it. So it's a good process.
Is there anything that changes from you going from those games off the bench that now you're in the starting lineup? Is there any shift you have to make?
Of course, the way to come into the game. When you come off the bench, the game already has a dynamic. It's either going to be, it can be fast-paced or physical, or we can be up or we can be down. So it's a different way to approach it.
You talk about the transition that you feel you guys are kind of hitting with the season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find it difficult, or I guess more difficult, I should say, to do all the little things when you go from, playing the best team in the West and you're coming back from injury? You got Christmas Day to, a stretch of the season when things, like you said, feel a little bit more calm.
It is hard, yeah. Maybe a little harder, but it's harder for all 30 teams in the league. Even though everybody has a different history up until this point in the season, but yeah, it's easy. I would say it's easier to lose sight of the little things that matter.
Victor, I know losses aren't easy, so I appreciate you taking the time to answer questions for us today. When you're paired with someone like Luke Kornet on the court, like we saw tonight, what do you like about you two playing together, and what adjustments does it ask of you?
It puts me in a different role. We haven't done it a lot since I came back, but before I sat out a few games, the difference was I was more of like a spacer, and I actually had like a few catch and shoot threes, which like more open catch and threes, which doesn't happen a lot because Luke is there as a lob threat. So, and also it puts me often in more of a playmaking role. So I like it. It's depending on the team. I think it can be very efficient.
Yeah, fun games with the Knicks. You looking forward to that again, matching up with them?
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah, we're looking forward to it. We owe them one, and we owe ourselves one more than anything.
Maxime, est-ce que tu as l'impression, Victor, de te sentir plus libre dans ton rapport à la compétition cette saison, dans la manière d'être plus dans le trash talk par exemple, dans la réponse, ou même physiquement? Est-ce que tu te sens plus libre par rapport à avant? D'où ça vient qu'on te voit tous comme ça aujourd'hui?
Je pense que je me sens plus libre de jouer mon jeu, effectivement, parce que physiquement, c'est une ligue physique avant tout, hein. Donc c'est effectivement à ce niveau-là, je me sens plus libre. Après, on est beaucoup plus compétitif en tant qu'équipe aussi qu'auparavant dans ma carrière, donc c'est beaucoup plus agréable, et aussi de profiter de ces moments-là et de ces momentum-là, en fait. Donc voilà, c'est comme ça que je me sens.
Rien à voir du tout. J'ai parlé avec Bismack dans le vestiaire de son rapport au Congo. Et il m'a dit qu'il avait parlé un petit peu avec toi et que tu aimerais bien non seulement peut-être un jour aller visiter, aller voir un peu le pays d'origine. Je ne sais pas encore quand, il aimerait t'accompagner, mais voilà.
Ah ouais?
C'est ce qu'il a dit. Parce qu'il a des écoles là-bas, il fait des plans un petit peu sociaux. Ouais. Mais est-ce que, quel rapport tu as à tout ça? Est-ce que tu aimerais y aller? Tu confirmes, j'ai l'impression.
Bien sûr.
Et surtout, dans ton identité culturelle, qu'est-ce qu'il y a, même si c'est cliché de dire ça, mais qu'est-ce qu'il y a de congolais et d'africain en toi?
Il y a la moitié de ma famille, donc c'est évidemment que ce soit la langue, ou les traditions, la nourriture, etc. Et effectivement, le Congo, c'est un pays avec lequel j'ai énormément envie de reconnecter parce que j'y ai jamais été. Et voilà, et je sais que je peux pas passer à côté de la moitié de mon héritage comme ça. Mais la seule raison pour laquelle je suis pas allé, c'est que c'est loin et c'est plus difficile d'accès que d'autres pays. Mais en tout cas, je sais que j'ai beaucoup de famille là-bas, je serai bien accueilli là-bas, donc c'est le plus tôt possible pour moi que j'aimerais y aller.
Victor, on sait que les Spurs, c'est une équipe qui aime bien prendre leur temps pour construire sur le long terme, pas se précipiter. Mais au regard de votre début de saison qui est pour le coup exceptionnel, est-ce que vos ambitions de fin de saison sont revues à la hausse? Et même, est-ce que tu ne te dis pas, en fait, on peut être champion cette année?
Si, je me le dis, évidemment. Et par rapport aux attentes de fin de saison, je dirais que c'est pas quelque chose auquel on pense tous les jours. Et je pense que même que c'est quelque chose... on a peut-être même trop pensé à ça dernièrement, je pense. On s'est peut-être trop projeté en avant. Après, voilà, effectivement, notre bon début de saison. Mais c'est comme ça qu'on passe à côté de matchs, et notamment de matchs contre des adversaires de bas tableau, milieu ou bas tableau. Mais en fait, la vérité, c'est que la plupart des matchs sont comme ça. Donc, faut pas se projeter trop en avant. Et c'est une ligue dans laquelle, on n'a pas le temps de trop rêver. Il faut être concentré au jour le jour. Donc, c'est aussi un challenge un petit challenge quand on fait un bon début de saison comme ça.
Thanks, Vic.
Merci. Thank you.